So Harry, just tell us what it was like to win a World Cup.
Oh, it was great. Obviously first one, last one. We after the qualifying, I think everyone was like real chuffed with obviously doing 3:57 in that. I mean, I just never ridden in conditions that was so quick, so it was a bit of a shock, and riding the gear that I had on was like, I was wanting the conditions to get worse because I didn't want to go so fast, because like it would mean putting a bigger gear on, and I was pretty much on the limit with the gear that I had on, so I was hoping it would slow down because when we first got there on the Wednesday we did some like training and it was just so quick. I think we did a fly in 4K in like 3:48 or 46, or I don't know. It was something ridiculous, put it that way, and I was like, oh god, I hope it slows down. It did slow down a little bit for Sunday anyway, so that was good.
The last time I saw you guys, I think you were riding 116. Did it go up or down?
Up.
It went up.
yeah, I put a bigger gear on again. I ride 116 with these boys on Sunday for our. We're either sort of got to go all out to. We need to do a quick time. I mean, we've done a 4:07 in training. I don't know what it's like here at the moment, but I don't think it's going to be that quick. I think the average is pretty high, so I'll just go 1:16 as I normally do for TP. I don't ride anything less than that normally, so I'll just churn it out. Be all right.
Tell us about Belarus. When did you fly out? How long did you have there before you actually?
We travelled to London on like the Monday last week, and then Tuesday was full day travelling, flying. We had to get up at like 3:30 to go and get the flight and stuff. Then spent all day, and we were going to go and have a spin on the track on the night, but the Ford Transit van or whatever that all the stuff was in, the central locking just broke on it, so all the bikes were all locked in the van, and he had to go take it to a garage and get the van broken into basically, and showed up, like came back to the hotel about 9 o'clock, so so we didn't get any riding on that day. And then Wednesday and Thursday we did a bit of training. I pulled my pec in training, I didn't really realise at the weekend before, so I tried doing some. When I was riding on Wednesday, I was in quite a lot of pain. I mean, I couldn't cough or laugh or do a lot really. It was like, God knows how I'd get on the bike and go and like.
Having to control Charlie, make sure he didn't.
Yeah, kick through. Yeah, I mean, my heart rate was like 200 in a few of the efforts. I was like, oh my god. No, it wasn't hurting during it, but it was after the event. I'd finish and be like, God, I can't do that again. Like that's me done for the day. Like literally 2 flying 4Ks, and then I was just doing enough to try and stimulate my legs, but not, let my pec recover sort of thing. I got some stretches and. Some help with the local physio, so he helped me out with that, and then it slowly got better. Thursday we actually tried to do some standing efforts, because I didn't want to do any standing ones on Wednesday to let it recover, and we tried doing 2 standing efforts, and I was like, right lads, let's set out in 20.5, 20.6, and both times I set out in 19.8, and I just got dropped instantly, so we failed both standing starts that we did in training. So then the only proper one that we were doing was Friday morning qualifying. So I was really, really nervous for that. Thankfully Dan kept it in his pants and didn't do a 20 opening lap and just did a 20.6, which is what we planned. So
I noticed on the first half lap there were a few gaps.
Yeah. I mean the qualifying, we had it nailed from the start, so it was good. And then the actual final itself, that was the choppiest thing ever. It couldn't have gone any worse, to be honest. Charlie rode a 2-inch bigger gear than normal, so he started and didn't get off the line quick at all, and instantly dropped down on Johnny. Johnny was riding on the pads at the bottom, so that put him in the red a little bit. He only managed a 4.5 lap turn instead of 5, because he'd gone a bit hard on the first lap than what he should have done. And then I was just so buzzing that I'd got on, because they'd slowed down in front, that I'd sort of not left a big enough gap for Dan to drop in man 3 after the first lap. Dan hesitated coming down, and he come down dead late. I didn't think he was coming down, and he came down dead late, chopped me. Right, he was like fully below the black, like halfway around the banking, and I was just, thank God the Côte d'Azur was massive, because I was like fully on the Côte d'Azur, like running over a lot of pads.
So 3:56, that was pretty much on the limit then.
Yeah, it was for. I think so. Yeah, with our ability at the moment. I think we lost probably a good lot of time in the technical side. So when we improve that, not trying to kill each other each lap, I think, and also just watching the video on YouTube on Eurosport, it's good to see it. You never really get to see yourself riding, and I think I just need to ride on the wheel better. I really not on the wheel, just chopping around. it's pretty terrible, really, when you look at how drilled every other team is. We are the least drilled team of everyone, so I think we can stop looking at aerodynamics and actually start looking at riding on a wheel now, because I think there's serious gains to be made in that sort of thing. Yeah, in order for us to go quicker, that's something that we've really got to dial in and nail,
And what was the reaction from other nations and countries, etc., that about you guys doing what you did?
There was a lot of respect, and a lot of everyone was really glad that we'd done well, and really appreciative of everything, and they were saying congratulating us, and there's guys from like the Netherlands and Belgium and stuff saying it's outrageous what times we're doing, really, relative to, we're absolutely pumping their national team, and we're just a couple of lads from Derby who ride the track, and we're smashing like actual countries that take it proper serious and stuff like that, and it was really good. Everyone was really supportive of everything. I got congratulated loads for the IP, even though I didn't even do the IP, but I had to say that it wasn't me doing it, but nevertheless, it's still, people were congratulating the team as a whole for our achievements, with it only being 5 guys, 2 goals. We finished 3rd in the medals table, so you can't really go wrong. We only entered 2 events.
You're going to enter as a country next time.
Oh well, it's a shame that we couldn't have more slots for the IP, because in theory we could have taken out the whole podium. It would have been real tight, but equally we could have easily put 3 riders in the top 5, which would have been mega, but we're limited with the number of slots. I guess cause it's the number from each country that are allowed. So if GB want to put a rider in, then we might not have been allowed. I don't really know how it all works. Same with all the points and the omniums and stuff. I want to have a crack at the bunch races, but I haven't got any UCI points, so I can't do it. It's a shame. So I need to go and do some UCI, not World Cups, but other UCI track races, like Switzerland was. I don't know how this whole thing works. I've been doing it 2 months. I was saying to Ellie, enter me for this, enter me for that, and she's like, I can't, because you can't do it. So
You need to sit down with Keith Reynolds and maybe have a chat with him.
Well, I just want to have a crack at doing a few things. I'm not as good as the other GB lads that. They only put Latham will do it and stuff like that. And I guess if they're limited with slots, then you can't go taking their places. I don't know how the whole system works, to be honest. I just want to go out and race bike.
Quick word on the nationals here today at Manchester.
Oh yeah.
You were telling me just now that the IP, that's a very important event for you. It's even after Belarus and the success there.
I never got a chance to do an IP there, which would have been great in those conditions. So my PBs from Switzerland, and I beat that on Derby the other week. So that was before I got ill, though. I don't know how I'm really going. That's the thing with travelling away, you don't really do a lot of training in the week, so I'll just give it my best shot and just see where we're at, really.
Are you looking to carve one out to try and make a Commonwealth Games?
I just want to do the best I can. I've got a 4:19 done before, so I need to get that down quite a lot.
Still got a little bit to catch up to Charlie, but you're working on it.
I'll never catch Charlie. If I can get within, 3 or 4 seconds, then that'd be incredible. If I get 3 or 4 seconds with him, then I'll probably be second. So somewhat close. We're all racing for the silver medal, so if I can take a silver medal, and obviously that's the goal. But whether that actually comes off, I don't know. John's going well as well now, so we'll see.
What about Toby? Have you spoken to Toby lately? How's he looking at?
He's just
brother's doing so well.
He's just doing his road training at the moment at home, going out with the wheelers and just out on the road, really. He needs to get some muscle on. He's got no gas, so with time I think he'll get better. He's just plugging away, dealing his cryptocurrencies and all that kind of stuff that he's doing. He's just chilled, really, getting through his A levels, or trying to.
Finally, I see on the Perth start list your trade team, your road trade team.
Really?
Canyon Iceberg.
I am?
No.
All right.
The team is.
All right, good. Oh no, I'm not.
It's down to ride.
Oh right, okay, yeah. Yeah.
What about yourself? When's this finish and when does your road season start?
I'll fly to Spain in 4 days, so I guess that's me. About finished with the track now. That's it after this. I applied for commies for road and TT and stuff, so I need to get some training for that. We'll see how it goes here. I don't know. There's no more track races left though for me now. Obviously Dan and Charlie got to keep going on the track for their events that are coming up. But for me, I've got to do a few baseballs, so go and actually do some riding. That's the thing with the track, I just do such small weeks that I need to get used to actually doing a bit of training load and actually riding again. So I booked a flight to Spain for 31st. Yeah.
So what's your first big goal with Canyon Iceberg?
On the 11th of March, we've got back in Ron Van Drenthe again, which is now HC, I think. Yeah, HC from 1.1. Chris was 7th there last year, so I like that race actually. It was real good. It was unfortunate. Yeah, in Holland. Yeah, I made it over the last climb with Chris last year, and we were all good for the finish, and then I punctured, and then just never, the gas was on, and the cars were miles back, and it was just game over. So hopefully this year we'll be there supporting Chris. I know the level is going to be insane. I mean, there was only 2 World Tour teams last year and like 3 Pro Conti, but this year it'd probably just be like Tour of Britain or something like that. It's going to be ridiculous.
You've obviously got good form to be able to ride this sort of.
Well, I'm good for riding for 4 minutes at the moment, so I don't know how the legs have to do anything longer than that. I guess we'll find out I've entered the points race as well. That's tomorrow, but I don't know whether I'm going to start that or not, because obviously I got a cold, and I'll definitely do the scratch. But yeah, I haven't even ridden the bike with drop handlebars on, so it's just like.
Have you been doing much ride work?
No. I've been riding now and again. Last training session I did on the road was like New Year, I think. Like training session. I've done it.
If you have to go back and do the base work again.
I've done the odd like road ride after. I used to, if there's a morning track session, I'll do like an afternoon road ride. But obviously being away in Minsk, it's like -8, so that just didn't happen. So yeah, it'd be good to actually get out and do some road miles. I'd be looking forward to that.
Been a good experience being drafted in at the last minute with KTM.
It's been a blast. It's been a blast. The 2 months has just flown by. Glad to be moving out of Derby. Not gonna lie. I'm looking forward to going home and getting a proper bed actually after nationals. It just recurred to me like last week that was Wednesday was the last session, training track session on Derby. I mean, I'm going back down to 3rd and 4th because I'm doing a 24-hour race with the lads. Charlie and Dan had dodged it. They're off to GB camp or something. So me, Tipper, and a couple of others, and we're doing this 24-hour race. And I've got lumbered with a night shift, so I've got to ride that thing around on no tri-bars, drop bars on 88 as well. And we're obviously going to try and set a new world record for that. So it means we've got to go full gas and do I say full gas, it's like 21-second laps, but.
It sounds like you're going to be cramming your endurance training into one night.
Yeah, the whole of February. And I've got an hour on, hour off, ×4 or ×5, something like that. So it's going to be a pretty big block. I'd imagine I'll be pretty crippled after that. I'm literally flying back from Spain, do that and fly back to Spain again. So it'll be a laugh, maybe. After the first hour, it probably won't be. But I start at 10 o'clock, so I guess at 11 o'clock when I finish my first stint, it'll probably hit me that I've got another 3 or 4 stints to do, and it's going to be pretty grim. But I'll just have to have a lot of coffee and just get through it.